indeed it has been from Nina Berton. There's the kind of routes around to the right-hand side as we go across the bridge and into that final kilometre.
Yeah, we're seeing now Elisa Longo Borghini trying to go to the front and trying to create a lead-out train for the sprinter, Lara Gillespie.
Yeah, Lisa Longo Borghini happy enough just to make an effort in the wind here. She's her powers of recovery are significant, and she's confident that she'll still be in great shape for tomorrow's thrash up Jebel Hafid, and wants to contribute here. A stunning result it would be for the UAE Team ADQ squad, where they managed to put it all together. But the SD Worx squad have looked absolutely rock solid so far this week.
Not so many riders left now which are fresh, because at the moment Anna van der Breggen hasn't pulled so far. It's just Heberlin and Marcus have pulled the majority of the time.
Gillespie moving up on the right hand side. She's got Megan Jastra up there, to former junior world champion, just to assist her, and moving up towards the rest of her teammates. Lidl Trek squad just starting to move into position as well. Those familiar yellow and red sleeves and the predominantly blue main jersey colour. One of the prettiest, I think, colour combinations you've got in world cycling. Lidl Trek, and they've got their rider Emma Norsgaard Bjerg to see what she can do about improving on her 10th place finish from day one. It's a stage finish that she knows well as well. She's fourth across the line 12 months ago. Elisa Longo Borghini now overhauls Nina Berton. We are as one, and inside 5 kilometres remaining, we're shaping up for the final finishing bunch kick that was anticipated at the start of the day. It's honours even between them all at the moment, and Elisa Longo Borghini, we saw what a stunning pull she was able to give for this for the lead out for the UAE Team ADQ squad on day one, and what a great contribution it was indeed for that squad, and ultimately producing a second place finish for the team on the day. Will they be able to replicate that, or maybe even go one place better? At the moment, Femke Marcus wants to go shoulder to shoulder with the reigning champion of the event to maintain control for the SD Worx squad with what energy she has left.
We have different trains now, lead-out trains. We see SD Worx-Protime on the left-hand side, and we have Human Power Health, and on the wheel we have Zoe Baxter. Tries to do the lead-out for Chiara Consoni, making space, but there is Elisa Longo Borghini now alongside Marcus.
Just 2 riders for the Canyon SRAM's on the crypto squad, but when you've got Zoe Baxter in this kind of form, Chiara Consoni would be absolutely thrilled to be on that wheel. The white jerseys, the Movistar squad, shorn of responsibilities for the GC contender, the now sadly departed from the race, Marlon Reusser. They're focusing their attention on the young British rider Karis Lloyd, and she's got 3-4 riders in front of her, and they were moving up on the right. I'm not sure how much progress they managed to make, because when Elisa Longo Borghini's in this kind of form, that kind of tempo that she's setting, north of 50 kilometers an hour, it's you got to be an absolute superstar just to work your way up and around the front of her.
The problem is that they are pacing Lorena Wiebes, that finds herself in the wheel now. That they are creating the perfect situation for Lorena Wiebes, enough speed to just go for the final meters.
Eleanor Backstead riding shotgun for Lara Gillespie. They're starting to sweep up and around. A few riders just taking a chance or two as the road furniture changes. 3K to go now, so good news for the GC contenders. They'll get the time of the bunch if there's any mishap from now. Phoenix Premier Tech trying to move up for Charlotte Cole on the left-hand side of your picture in those orange jerseys, but still she can do this all day and all night, and Elisa Longo Borghini setting a searing tempo. Fascinatingly enough, she's on the front. You've got a couple of SD Worx, including Lorena Wiebes, in line astern. Then it's Gillespie slotting in behind her lead-out rider. It might be Swinkels, I think, that's looking after her at the moment. And then you've got Zoe Baxter to the right, that familiar blue and silver helmet with the white jersey on her shoulders, and with Chiara Consoni in her wheel at the moment. So that's it for Elisa Longo Borghini. She's done her work, 2.5 to go.
There was a moment that Chiara Consoni lost Zoe Baxter in the mix. It was pretty tight for her to pass, and that created even more chaos, as now there is Kim Lecourt to do the lead out for Alex Manley, maybe.
Yeah, well, could it be Gladys Verhulst Wild? We'll see how they play it out. She's got 6th and 8th place finishes so far this week, so a couple of different options for the AG Insurance Soudal squad. As it's Kim LaCourte, not a GC contender. It's using up a little bit of energy today to the benefit of her teammates. They're looking left, looking right. They're going to try and sweep across to the right-hand side because Adosalo is powering up and trying to present the Uno X Mobility squad rider Zanetti into prime position. Final significant challenge has been met in terms of the topography and the shape of this course as we work our way and route our way around to the right-hand side and approaching the final mile. Still 1,500 meters remaining for these teams to get organized.
Look at the chaos with 1.5 Ks to go, with the Uno X squad trying to deliver the best lead-outs, train for Linda Zanetti, the Swiss rider. We see the Silvia Persic also on the other side of the road trying to see whether Lara Gillespie is on the wheel. Yeah. There is Guarischi now.
Now, Guarischi, where is she? In for Lorena Wiebes. Wiebes on the left-hand side of your picture has a couple of the San Michel riders thereabouts as well, but she's got Guarischi where she needs her and where she wants her, as other riders gravitating around the overall race leader. But moving up on the right-hand side, they're trying to do something a little bit special and a little bit different. That's the FDJ squad, and that is an unusual scenario as Movistar try and control for Karis Lloyd, and it's all getting pretty hectic in there as Backstedt is just dropping out of contention. Zoe Backstedt, but no doubt Chiara Consoni is just welded to the wheel just a little bit further ahead and looking for Lorena Wiebes. Well, it's Wiebes that has Consoni at the moment. She doesn't fancy that one. She's trying to move up and around and find a space in around and picks up on the lead-out train of the Uno X Mobility squad. So it's just exactly what Lorena Wiebes wants at the moment. Meanwhile, Franziska Koch getting ready to launch. Will she be able to time this one to perfection? Went a bit early yesterday. Lorena Wiebes on the left-hand side in about 10th position at the moment. And Koch looks in good shape, so they've changed their plan a little bit. Have the FDJ squad, or are they going to sprint for the German today? Well, she leads out, and she is in lead-out mode here for Vittorio Guazzini. Franziska Koch leading out for Guazzini. The Uno X ready to fire as well. And here comes Lorena Wiebes. Lorena Wiebes around the outside. She's timed it to absolute perfection. Gillespie's on her shoulder. Will she be able to come up and over? Lorena Wiebes going to the line. Here comes Gillespie. Can she get there in time? No, it looks as if, yes, it is. Lorena Wiebes has her arms in the air. But I tell you what, Gillespie threw the bike at the line. That was incredibly close. Could well go to the final. But it's Lorena Wiebes that's celebrating. Has she got the triple that she expected? So close on the line, and that was a sensational sprint. And by some considerable margin into a headwind, the closest sprint that we've had in this race, not just this year, but probably in recent memory. Lorena Wiebes really made to work for that one. She's a little bit exhausted, but is she celebrating? It was incredibly tight there on the line. There's Lara Gillespie came with a run on the right-hand side, and she wasn't the only one. That one was a pretty tight one. A squeaky one there for Lorena Wiebes, and she gets a pat on the shoulders from Haberlin, and they're celebrating, but she knows just how close that was. Gillespie is it's Gillespie in second place for second successive year. It's third place finish for Amalie Dideriksen. Nika Veenhoven, no bonus seconds in fourth for her, ahead of Guazzini, Consoni and the rest. That's what's coming up on our screen at the moment. It's Lorena Wiebes that has got the triple. It's actually 4 in a row if you count the final stage last year. Let's get a look at the overhead again.
Wow, that's the closest finish I've ever seen with Lorena Wiebes. I mean, Lara Gillespie was so keen to get so close to Lorena Wiebes, and she was so positive about it, and she was indeed right. I mean, she's not so far from Lorena Wiebes. That was the closest sprint finishes with Lorena Wiebes I've ever seen.
Yeah, probably wasn't quite as close in the end. She got to, as you say, about a half a bike length in the end. Threw the bike at the line. Wiebes is celebrating, but she knows that, well, there are riders to challenge. Lara Gillespie, chief among them, for the second time this week. Irish rider just finding herself bested by the greatest of her generation, perhaps the greatest of all time in the sprints, Lorena Wiebes.